To get started with Google Maps, you first log into the Google homepage. As you search up on the top bar, you'll click on the link that says Maps. Here you'll find the basic homepage, which gives you the options to just search as a non-user. But in order to really maximize the most out of Google Maps, you need to become a member of Google. Just to show you what Google Maps offers, I'm going to type in Eastern Kentucky University here in the search bar and click enter. When it pops up, now you'll have the option of having just your general map, which provides normal driving directions, or here you can click satellite, and satellite offers you a more detailed image of the Eastern Kentucky University campus. Here you have the option of zooming in by using your mouse, or zooming further out and providing a more distant picture of the campus, and eventually it takes you right on out to the entire country. But here you have is the option where you can either create an account, or if you already have a Gmail account, you just log in. Create an account is simple, and here you can see I'm just typing in my username and typing in my password. This will take me to my general Google account. Now, since I've used Google so many times, I have several different maps that I've used with my classes. But here you can see it gives you just a general view of the United States. I'm still in map mode or satellite mode, and I'm going to type in Pleasant View Elementary, which is the school I work at. And as you type in the search engine, it's going to bring you up a bunch of choices. I'm going to click on my choice, click enter, and here it brings us up a really distant view out of the school. As I take my mouse cursor, the closer you can get to the point of interest, the better you are as you zoom in using your scroll button on your mouse, or if you're using a laptop, just scrolling down or scrolling out, whichever view you'd rather have. And the neat thing about Google Maps is if it's a place of interest, as this is, it's going to provide you with a marker and some information that's been typed in about that specific spot. As you can see here, I'm zooming on down in on Pleasant View Elementary, and it's giving me a really good view looking down on the school. I'm going to click My Places now. My Places is going to be your home base, and here I'll click Create a Map. Now from the Create Map link, you're going to have a place to type in the title of your map. For this instance, I'm going to delete Untitled, and I'm going to just type in, we'll type in Lesson 1. Down below, you're going to have an option to type in a description. You can provide all the information you want, and that will be available to whoever's going to look at your map. You can also click public or unlisted. Public means everyone can see it. Unlisted means only the people you want to see it can see it. So we go back up to the search engine. We can type in, for this case, I'm going to retype Pleasant View Elementary. And as you can see, it's going to pop up a little information bar here that gives you directions, search nearby, or save to map. For this case, I'm going to save this to map, and here it provides you with a list, and these are all the maps I've created before. We're going to click Lesson 1 because that's where we're working. Click Save, and as you can see, it's going to save this on my Lesson 1 map. I'm going to exit this out to get this information bar in the way. I'm going to go back up to my search bar up here. I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to type in another one, and we'll just type in Eastern Kentucky University again. Now I get the Corbin campus and the various places that Eastern Kentucky pops up. For this, I'll click on the Lancaster Avenue one, and it's going to pop me up with the same image I had before. I'm going to go back, and there you can see now, the bigger the site, the more popular the place is. It's going to provide pictures. In this case, though, you can see the image that pops up, and there's the same Save the Map option. We're going to click on that, and that's going to click Save to Lesson 1, and that's going to offer us two now viewpoints, or two markers in our Lesson 1 map. Now you see I clicked on the Eastern Kentucky information link, and it opens up a whole new web page with tons of information about Eastern Kentucky, reviews, all the information about classes and things. Now if I go back, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to close my information box. Don't have to do that, but I like to have a good field of view when I'm working with this. And I'm going to just type in Big South Fork. Click enter. And the reason I clicked in Big South Fork is because as we go over here on the right hand side of our page where it says map and traffic, you have the option of clicking traffic. You have photos, weather, labels. We're going to click photos on this, and this is a wonderful thing when you're using Google Maps, and it's going to start popping up photos that have been snapped and submitted by users all over the country. And here you can see Big South Fork. I chose that just because it a lot of images here close to where I live. But for any purpose, anywhere you live, and you click on the photos and your home address, it's going to really start popping up a lot of options for you. Now I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go down to lesson 1. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to click done. You click done, and that's going to finalize your map, but you still have the option to go back in and edit. But the good thing about this is once you've completed that map is you can use it as a tool. And you click on Eastern Kentucky within your finished lesson, and there's Eastern Kentucky and all the neighboring photos that are available to the user. Here I'm going to start zooming in. And the wonderful thing about Google Maps is the lower you can get, the closer you can get to the earth or the ground level, the more images are available to you to use. The further out you go, you usually typically get your more popular locations. Now here we're going to have the panoramic type view, the option. If you click on this panoramic option, it's going to open up a little better place to view the pictures. So I'm going to click on this, and it's going to open up all the pictures that we have that have been taken that are related to this specific spot on the map. And here we have it. Here's USA Kentucky. This is Richmond. And as you can see, we have several different images in and around the city of Richmond that involve the Eastern Kentucky University. Here's Town Hall. And then as you can see there on the right hand side of your page, as I scroll down and pan out, there is your normal Google Map image. So I'm going to X back out of this and get back to our home page. I'm going to click off photos just because it takes a lot of the clutter back off if it's something that you're not using. But you can see there's a lot of options there that you can use. If we go back to my places and we go back down, you can see a list of all my maps that I've created. But I'm going to click on here on my home address, which is 525 Blake's Fork Road. And this is one of the things that doesn't work well with Google Maps is, as you can see, there's going to pop up an image. Now that specific address that I typed in is a general road in my case. Since I live in the country, it's not going to pop up my exact mailing address because my mailbox and my home are not the same place. In fact, my home is right there, as you can see where I moved the mouse cursor. Quite a bit of distance away from General Blake's Fork Road. But the wonderful thing about Google Maps is you can go in and you can make adjustments to this by placing the cursor right on that address and then giving it that title, so that when you type it in the next time, it's going to pop up right on your location. Moving on now from Google Maps, I'm going to show you our other product that is known as Jux. And here I'm going to take it takes you to the home page. Simple as this, www.jux.com. Now here, when you log into Jux, you're going to have the option to sign in. In this case, I'm going to show you how to, if you do not have an account, how to log in and sign up for one. To join, you simply type in your email, type in a password, click join now, and you will be off and running with Jux. And for me, since I already have my account, I'm going to ease back to the sign in page. For me, it was simple enough just to use my Gmail account, especially for this product, since I'm using it in conjunction with Google. After you log in, it's going to take you to your home dashboard. Maps-Jux is a wonderful product that gives you many options as far as using images and go. Now here you can see where I've already been working, and I've actually been allowing some of my students to do some products within my Maps-Jux account. As we'll show you through here, this is actually one of my students' work here. It says that's a nation divided. But over here it's going to show you instructional products, how to friends, inviting friends to Jux, your help page, your settings, and then of course sign out, and then what's new with Jux. And here I'm going to click on an assignment that I had some of my boy students to do in one of my sixth grade classes. This is of course for St. Patrick's Day. Apparently a couple of them had been having some girl troubles, so they decided to go make them a little comic with their particular Jux. Here you can see they have a little picture of a little boy who was born. He was apparently he was very happy in his life. Grew up to be very happy and single, dancing around all of his money. Then he met him a pretty little girl. They fell in love. She broke his heart, and he became that guy. As you can see, they were very tickled with their work, but it was just it's just an example of what you can do with Jux. A very simplified example of what you can do. Now with Jux, since you click on there, you start a new Jux. As you can see, you have new, or you can stay within one, and it just keeps adding on all your little presentations. For this one, we're going to click on the one that most of my students go to, which is just a simple basic slideshow. As you can see there, there's a video link as well that you can upload videos in, make a presentation, or whatever you would like. Now this is what you're going to see if you click on it. There's the option to add additional slides. With every slide you have the option to add text and an image. There's your title, and here's their layouts, but here we're going to go ahead and click on the image that we have to use. Now this, students can use the image as provided and add their own information, or you can click on the upper and you will have options of using Flickr, Instagram, Facebook, or adding a URL. So if you got an image from Yahoo, Bing, or anything like that. But here we're going to click on my Flickr. You can add your link up to your Flickr account if you have one. If not, you can go to flickr.com and add that. And since I've been using this a lot, we'll click on, and I'll show you as we click on my Flickr. It's going to start uploading all my images that I have saved in Flickr. For this one, we'll just select my after school group. Here we have an image of all my students that are participating in our 21st century air rifle program. We're going to click the back button. Now we're going to click up here and we're going to add a title. We can type after school, or we'll change that up and just say 21st century program. 21st century. That's the people who fund us. And then here I'm going to type in the name of our after school club, and it's the 10 Ring Club. We name that after it's the name for the bullseye on the target. And here you have your layout options. You can go with your image to the left. You can go with your image to the right, which just flips the text around, or you can go over and select where you have a large image. In this case, it kind of blurs the picture, so we're going to stick with our left-hand image, which they started with. Now here's your stylize. It's going to change your font, and it's also, you can go down, as you can see, and click on and change your background color. We haven't got that far with my classes yet. They've been stuck using black. Here you can set your options where you can post it. When you post it, what it appears like. We're going to click there. It's going to give us the option to add another slide. We'll just go with 2 slides here. Since I have 2 pictures, we'll click on our image again. Still got my Flickr brought up. We're going to select this picture two of my students. And of course, you know, if you're using student images in this, you're going to have parental permission. In this case, that was part of the students joining. They signed over students being able not only to join the 21st century, but also having their images used, because we use these a lot in the newspaper for our school district. Type in our title. We'll type in a description. How to inspect that a firearm or a gun is safe. We're going to go down. We're not going to change our font and anything in this case. We'll click, of course you can share this, you can share it to Facebook, you can share it to Twitter. We're going to click save in this instance. It's going to save it for us. As you can see, it's going to have all of our Jux there for us to look at. Here's the one we just worked on. There you have the option to edit, to pin it, where it's going to show it at the top of your dashboard, or you have the option to delete it. If we click on this presentation we just worked on, it's going to pop it up for us. It's going to give us the option to view it, either edit if we're the user, or it's going to give us the option to view it, allow others to view it. And there's our Twitter link, there's our Facebook link. And here's the good thing, it gives you the option to let others like it, and you can view their comments.